Hi Flosstube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Daphne and today is September the 30th of 2025 and today I'm here for my monthly cross-stitching update. We are going to look at what I worked on in the month of September, what my plans are for the month of October, and that is it for this one. Yeah, so let's get started. First off, we have the 2025 Hayed Sal. Let me see. You're not going to see that. It's too dim now. Let's try it that way. We have the Hayed 2025 Sal. This is where it is currently. We just got part 4, so this white section, this white line down here. Hang on. That white line down there will be part of the pattern, but it was a mystery Sal, so we only got pieces of it each quarter. So I am still working on section 3, which I am working on the last section, which is, let's see if I can get it better, which is his nose area on this side and a little bit of his mouth, where I am now. So I will insert a picture here of the whole piece because I have moved the frame since the last time you saw that. So here is that picture. And here is where it is currently. So there's his nose, the little bit of his mouth. This is the needle minder is actually what it will look like when he is finished. Let me move the needle out of the way. Yeah. So the needle minder is the pattern, and this is the last full page and the last partial page, and then there's 2 rows down here that go across all the pages. So this one is a goal to finish this year, and it is on track to get finished this year. So that was the Heaven and Earth Sal. Up next, we will bring out this one. This one I was working on for Magazine Monthly Challenge. They're acrostic. Not their acrostic, sorry. They're AB Singo, but I fell off working on this one. This is 3 Things Sampler by Maura Blackburn. I'm doing it on the called for, I believe the called for fabric. Not seeing it listed here, but what do I got here? I got my sheet here. 32 count flax. I'm doing it 2/2 full cross. I'll show you the whole thing and then I will show you. So this is, I know you can see right through it with the sun, I'm sorry. That's the whole thing. And I'll bring it in closer to the area that I was working in. Let me move this needle minder out of the way. Here we go. Let me just fold it up a little bit. I will insert a picture here of where it was before I started working on it. There we go. Close. There we go. So this is the area that I was working on. Finished bringing this. I was finishing bringing this border down. Worked a little bit on these 2 trees. I believe I still have to frog this guy out because I think this part of his back legs here was a mistake. I think that's what threw me. And not working on it after I realized that was the mistake. Just put it down and didn't pick it up again. So this will get work again at some point, because I do need to fix that mistake. At some point, and continue working on it from there. Okay. Another piece that I've been working on is Sunflowers by Marianne Bloom, Heaven and Earth Designs. Here is what the image is going to look like when it's finished. This I worked on for Nicola Simply a Stitcher. Her Facebook group, they're doing a monthly sale that you can just, they give you a theme and you can either find a project in your stash that fits that theme exactly, or some way that you can fit your project into that theme. So September was sunflowers. So you could have done yellow, you could have done flowers, you could have done sun, anything that was sunflower. Or you could have fit into sunflowers. So you will see here, we'll put this down. Here is a picture of where I started with. Excuse me, at the beginning of the month. And here is where it currently is. This blue line, these two blue lines is just marking the end of the page for me. Excuse me. This is 28 count, 1/1 full cross. I will take it out of the Q-snap, and I can show you the whole thing. I will be putting this away for the month. Not sure if it will come out in the next couple months, or if this is it for the year. Not really sure. So here is the whole, excuse me, here is the whole piece. I'll keep it down low so that you can, won't get too much sun. So you can see that I worked my way all the way down, because I had worked my way all the way across, so I knew how wide it was. I just wasn't sure how high it was going to be. So I worked my way all the way to the bottom so I could cut the piece of fabric. So there is Sunflowers by Marianne Bloom, and it was charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And this is now going to be living in the sunflower bag. So I will stick it in there. And up next is, this is Sloth and Monochrome by Stitching Jewels Designs. So it's all one color. So this is what it will look like when it is done. I am currently working along the outlining edges of it. This is 28 count. It was antique white, but I dyed it to be a light blue myself. So here is light blue dye, dyed light blue, and this had just one skein of black. Let me just take this, unhook all of my stuff so you can see the whole thing. Oh, gotta get it out of the frame here. Using a little Nurge frame on this one. Number 2 Nurge frame. And so I have a full half a yard. Don't need it all, as you can see. Wasn't sure. So I just said, all right, we'll just go do it this way. There we go. So when I first started down here on the bottom, I was working across it, and then I said, you know what, let's change it up, and I worked doing the outline of it, and that up here is the very top of it. And now I'm working on the leaf, and then I'll continue my way down and connect up his body, and then it's just his arm, his face, and his other arm to do. This needs, I would like to get it done for next summer. So, Sloth in monochrome, stitching jewels designs, 28 count, 1/1 full cross in DMC 310. I'm gonna stick it back in the bag, and up next we have Game of Thrones. Turn Up the Bright on Etsy was the charter designer. So here is what it will look like when it is all finished. I am down on this section here. I will insert a picture here of what it looked like when I moved the frame, because I have moved the frame since then. Let me take these needle minders off. You guys don't need the needle minders on there. And my little paper. Whoops. Now I get myself untangled from it. Oh, come on. Come on. No. Untangle. Thank you. Alright, so here is where we are currently. So we are working on, let me pull it up here. Zoom out. We are working on the second to last row of full pages. And then there's like a half a page on the last row. So there is where we are. And you will have seen the before picture as well. And I will show you my tablet so you can see the color that's a green is what I'm currently was working on. Hang on, no, go away. There we go. All right, so now you don't see any marked stitches. So this is the row of pages I'm on currently, and so that's 1 full page row, 2 full page rows, and then a little bit of the 3rd page row. We're getting there. As you can see, 70.52%. 70.5%. Oh, it's slow going, but it's gonna be worth it when it's done. So we are getting there with that one. I just need to put this stuff back on so I don't lose it. There we go. That's all set and ready to go. And let's see, what else do we got here? Let's mark it. Oops, sorry for the bumps. What do we got in this one? Trying to think. I know what that is. That's Whipco. That's this. That's Whipco. Just looking to see. Another piece here. I will need to show you 6 different images. Because this is one piece, but on 3 different projects, 6 different images right now on one piece. So the first one here is the year 2 band sampler. These are all done by the Black Needle Society. This is Frogworts. So this is year 2. And we've got year 6 band sampler. You've got year 4 band sampler. You've got year 1 band sampler. And there's 2 more. Year 5. And hang on, I don't remember. Year 3, sorry. I couldn't remember what that one was. And year 3. So with that, this is on a full yard of 32 count ivory. Hang on. Ivory Jobelin. And I won't need the whole width. I won't need the whole length either, but we'll need a pretty close to most of the length. So here is your, that up a little bit. Here is what I have on year 1. Here is year 2. That floss is for year 1. Get that out of the way. So this is what I have for year 2. Year 3, you can kind of see there's a little bit of white. The time turner. And then here's year 4. Year 5. Pretty, how much is year 5? Is at 64.64% for year 5. And then here is year 6. And then this down below will be year 7. And then I won't need all the rest of that. But I'm also going to be in between the years. I'm going to be putting over 1 stitching. Because I'm going to do footprints. There are people in the Frogworts groups that have done over 1 stitching on their Frogworts piece like this, and makes it look like, you know, the footsteps on the Marauder's map. And one other project that I have been working on, and to show you the mock-up, is the garden trellis. This is without the back stitching, because Pattern Keeper doesn't do the back stitching. Garden trellis, Sal 2025 into 2026, designed by Carolyn Manning. Excuse me, we just got the October piece, so I will show that in a little bit as well. This is being stitched on, oh, I didn't bring that bag. This is the different bag. I need to show that one too. Fabric of the month from Millennial Fabrics, 32 count, 1/1 full cross, because I did not have enough of a piece to do over 2. So here is August, and here is September. October will go right here. I have to double check the layout and see if it goes, whoops, let's go the wrong piece. See if it goes 4 across or 3 across, 4 down. But that is what we have for September and for August. So like I said, I gotta look and see what the layout is for that for the rest of the year. Another piece that I worked on was another Whipco piece. what was my other, I can look, I got my paper right here. WIPCO for August was Frogworts Year 5. So that one got good progress. And no, for September, sorry. For September was Wreath of All Seasons, I'm going to show you in a minute, and Library of Dogs, which I will show you next as well. Oh, dropped the needle out of the package. So here is the cover image for Wreath of All Seasons, Dimensions Gold Collection. And it's on the called for the kit fabric, which I believe is 18 count. Let me double check on the back here. 18 count ivory. And this is, there's nothing past the fold here, so you're not, this is where we've got to. Like I said, there's nothing past the fold except for park stitches to work on the next section. Want to do this quarter first, and then flip it over, do this quarter, then flip and do the top too. So here is this. I'm just working row, pick a color, and work it in where I can. If I can use up the whole strand, I do. If I don't, that's fine. And as you see, some of these strands are just there because I didn't have any more stitches stitched in that I could do the back stitching. So this is Wreath of All Seasons, and I haven't done any of the back stitching or the, I think they're half stitches for the words in the background. So that is Wreath of All Seasons. That was a WIPCO for September. And successful to say that I did 5 days. All of my WIPCO pieces are 5 days. I don't think I brought that one. No, I didn't bring it, but that's okay. My other WIPCO piece was Library of Dogs, but I did not bring that out. So those are all my WIPs. Now we will show you my WIPCO pieces. So we will work on every day on the Game of Thrones piece. The first week and the last week of October will be the October section of the SAL here. And weekends, I've been picking Countdown to Year 7 SAL, Frogworth Year 7 SAL. We've been picking cards and fitting the cards to the project, or fitting the prompt on the card to the project. So I'll be I do that on the weekends on this. One WIPCO piece for October, excuse me, is Winter Bonfire Nights. That's a Lars Stewart, Heaven and Earth Designs, and it is 700 by 500, 90 colors. No, I don't want to see the chart. I want to view the mock-up. So this is what it will look like when it is done. I am up over here in the smoke of the house. I got this one as one of my free charts for completing the SAL last year. The Heaven and Earth Designs 2024 SAL. I'm at 1.97%, 32 count, 1/1 full cross. And I'm only parking in the diagonal that I am currently working on. So you will see the before, no, because this was never mind the before. This is where my starting point is for October, for the WIPGO for October. So this will get just 5 days. So here is the starting point on that. I will definitely finish out this diagonal and start up here on the next diagonal. And I believe there's a couple holes, not holes in the fabric, just holes in the stitching, because I don't have those stitches that color, or I just didn't stitch them in because I didn't have the color at that time, and I just haven't gone back to fill those holes in. So that's WIPGO number 1. WIPGO number 2 is this lovely kit here, cross stitch, The Art of Disney, Cinderella Castle. I'm working, I think, on this side of the pattern. Using the called for fabric, called for floss. I think this is, well, it's by Stony Creek Collections is who put it out. What is the fabric? 14 count navy Ada. So I'm doing it as called for. Some half stitches, some full stitches. So here is where we are currently. I think I might go in and do some more backstitch. Looks like I'm working over here in the middle, looks like. Oh no, up on the top of the thing. I don't know where I'm working. We'll see where I go when I pull this out for its 5 days. And the next one that will get some attention this month is my Harvest Cornucopia by Donna Gelsinger, and it's charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. So here is the finished image of it. I'm down in this corner down here. And this one, just so you know, is 550 by 733 with 88 colors. And this is on, what is this one? I have a half yard of 28 count. 1/1 full cross. I'm not using the grid to count. I just grabbed gridded fabric. So here is where, let me pull these out of the way. Here is where we currently are. I'm working across the bottom row of pages, or half pages. Let me look. Yeah, the bottom row of pages. It's like 3/4 to 2/3 of a page. So once I get this diagonal finished and come back up and start up here, I will actually have a full page. I just need to get the colors up here that I need, and we will be good on that one. So this one will get 5 days. This will get every day and be worked on with Nicola. Not with her, but with her Sal for October is spooky. I'm not a big spooky Halloween. I'll stitch cutesy Halloween, but not spooky Halloween. So that is what I will work on, and I also will work on the Hate Sal. Get that more progress and get that work towards a finish. So now we have this bag. This is what I have from Market, the online needlework market. I just got this the other day. So we have Silver Creek Samplers Boo Hoo. You get the pattern for the Boo Hoo, and you get the Eek bonus pattern as well. I got Stitchy Pro's Scarecrow Serenade. I just thought he was adorable. We've also got Autumn Fireside Magic by Kayla Mosley. Stay Platinum Stitchery. And this is stitched on Vintage Country Mocha. But you can put on anything you want. Any pattern. I also got Heartstring Sampleries, Consider the Lilies. I know this was out before. Original release date was 2020. I grabbed it in this market. And we have Halloween Ghost Cross Stitch Ornaments, Art Mishka Cross Stitch. So you get all the patterns for all 6 of those little ghosties. I think those ghosties would be cute and glow in the dark. I think that's what I might have to do, is make them glow in the dark. And then we also have Praiseworthy Stitches Simple Gifts Harvest. This will match with the Simple Gifts Halloween that I have. And they do Weeks Dye Works and sampler threads, but they also give you the DMC conversion for that as well. And we have Never Ending is Primitive Hair. It says stitching is a never-ending story. Love the never-ending story. Need to find it on streaming. Watch it. And the next one, which I believe, is the last one, is by Lola Crow. How cute is that raccoon? Stitching away. Acorns and Friends. You got the possum and the squirrel and the birds and the skunk. And the little mice. They're all stitching. Having a good time. Just too cute. Too cute. So we had to get that one. But with that is all that I have for today. I hope everybody had a great day. Hope everybody had a great month. I hope that you liked what you saw. And I should have said this in the beginning. I would like to say welcome to any new subscribers. I hope that stuff that you have seen you like, and that you continue to follow me and follow my stitching progress. And I would also like to say welcome back to all the current subscribers and returning viewers. Hope everybody had a great month. Hope everybody has a great October. October video might be a little late in the update, or it might be right on time. I'm not sure. It depends on when I can get it filmed, as we are heading out of town at the end of October. So we've got a plan for that. But hope everybody has a great October, and I will see you either the beginning of November, the end of October, somewhere in that time frame. So hope everybody has a great day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye everyone.